Okay, so the synthesis slide here is asking a couple questions of when may a two-way table be useful and when might a relative frequency table be useful. So of course a two-way table could be useful when we're comparing multiple different data, categorical data, and a relative frequency table can help for comparing different values in different tables, giving us a percentage instead of just a number gets us a better picture of like what percent of the total is actually in a certain category. So put a couple things here on this synthesis that come up for you when you're thinking of those two questions. On slide 10, it says, what is something happening in your community that could affect the residents? What data could you collect and display in a two-way frequency table to help you determine the level of that impact? So take a moment, think about something in your community and how that could be impacted. And when you're all set, push ahead to slide 11. We're going to do a little bit more practice here to feel comfortable with these tables. This table shows the color of vehicles parked in a car park. So we have the color, whether it's black, white, or red, and the type of car, whether it's a car or a van. So we can fill in the total of black cars is 16, right? These totals should add across. So same thing with white cars. 8 plus 21 is 29 total white cars. 13 plus 5 is 18 total red cars, which is interesting, surprising. And then we can also add and get our totals down below. 14 plus 8 plus 13 is 35 were cars. 2 plus 21 plus 5 is 28 were vans. So our total 35 plus 28 is 63 total vehicles. And we should get that when we add these totals as well. 16 plus 29 plus 18 will get us 63 too. So we should get the same total, when we're adding our row totals and our column totals. This is like our big grand total. So that's done. And then it says how many vehicles are there altogether. That's our 63 total vehicles. How many cars are black? So black and a car gets us 14. How many vans are there altogether? We have 28 total vans. And how many white vehicles are there? So we look at our white row, which gets us 29. Beautiful. Hopefully we're getting a little more familiar with it. We're going to keep doing practice with these two-way tables, but just to get a good idea. Here's the last slide. It says we surveyed students at GCVS as to whether they preferred math or ELA, and then we surveyed 100 students and discovered of the middle school students, 26 of them preferred math. Out of all the 50 high school students surveyed, only 12 prefer math. So we're going to fill in this chart. So notice it's all empty. So we're getting this information all from our paragraph here. Our two categories were, do they like math or English? And then are they in middle school or high school? So it does say that 100 students were surveyed. So that's our big total going down here. Of the middle school students, 26 of them preferred math. So here's all our middle schoolers. 26 preferred math. Out of all the 50 high school students, so it's saying there were 50 total high school students, which means there must have also been 50 total middle school because that's going to get us to our total of 100. Only 12 preferred math. Great. So to figure out how many prefer ELA, we're going to do 50 minus 26. That gets us 24. And 50 minus 12 gets us 38. The total number of people that prefer math is 26 plus 12. Oops. which gets us 38. And 24 plus 38 is 62 people prefer ELA. And again, this will add to 100. Beautiful, so we did it. Yay. On the last slide here, which of the sheep scales which of these sheep are you feeling like today? What's something you're celebrating or excited about this week? And do you need any support from me? So make sure you're filling all of this out. These check-in slides are important. And when you're all set, submit into Schoology. Take care, my friends. See you in the next video.